morning. Hi, guys. How's it going? Oh my god. Sorry, turnip made a horrible sound. Telam 1 EP is right. I'm also feeling that. Beautiful women. Yeah, Velvet. It's beautiful women time. Thank you, Owen, for the 65 stream streak. I have two fun little new things today. One, I've got my form up for the Telethon goals and rewards and such. If you would like to fill it out, you can fill it out even if you didn't like participate in the event. There's like community questions and stuff that you can put suggestions towards, and then everyone will vote on. But it is also where you will fill stuff out for your individual rewards. Turnip is on my keyboard now. And also I've added a new reward, like a point redeem, to add your me to my Tomodachi Life Island. Because I want to start streaming that. And I need to know how many of you I am allowed to put in situations. The devil, hi Prongles. I got 8 hours of sleep and I'm still tired. This is illegal. Yeah, it's fucked up when that happens. I'm sorry. What's the question? Who's, huh? What's your, huh? It's about them. If it's about Tomodachi Life, the main question is like who you dating, I think, or can you date, or who you like, etc. You're talking about situations. Yeah, what Velvet said. Oh, it's a redeem? Yes. So, should be at the very bottom or at the very top if you haven't refreshed it yet. And it'll just be 3 questions. Just about gender and dating preferences. That's basically it. I don't need a reference. I know who you people are. You're making me pay 50k? That's crazy. Yeah. This point's gotta go somewhere. Y'all got a bajillion. I'm literally doing nothing else with it. Exactly. Y'all with your 200k points. All right. Except I need to redo my icon because it's gone. Oh, did you get bumped out of the rotation, Prongles? I use mine for stuff. I like forcing you to dance. That's true. You do that one quite a bit. But my 500 break it down redeems? You guys gotta start budgeting your channel points. One less. All right, I'm gonna get going with the game. Where did we leave off? Morgan just learned that presumably a friend of hers just passed away. And we have to go pay a visit to, I think, their property, to speak with their assistant or something. You want me to be smart with currency? I know, Velvet. It's asking a lot. This is training, though, for, like, more important things. In transit. The autocap hums a synthesized purr as our on-ramp merges into a canopy superhighway, steadily and suddenly all at once. Not much super about it, but it does cast one hell of a shadow. The canopies always felt very arts and crafts to me. Cobbled together. Always added on to, never finished, never planned. It's clearly taken a lot of time and effort to make. But the end result's still ugly. And it feels like it could fall apart at any moment. You okay, Morgan? You look a little car sick. I'm fine. Thanks for asking. But if I ignore her texts now, she'll just send more later. Whoa. Who is this? Currently texting with which? Is that... Hey, Freckles. Where's my phone charm? Hello? Saw your friend Asher on the news. RIP. Thank you. For trying to be sincere. Worth a shot. We all have our strengths. God damn, you are one passive-aggressive little girl. Why does all your filial piety go out the window whenever you talk to me? Sorry, what did you just say? Oh, is it piety? Filial? Filial piety? Virtue of exhibiting love and respect for one's parents, elders, and ancestors. Oh, I feel like I should know that term. Who's that? Parangles. Thank you for the 15 stream streak. Filial piety doesn't work on you. You love yourself too much to appreciate respect. True, true, went the train. See, Freckles, you can be very insightful. When you aren't too busy side-eyeing the whole world. Wonder where I picked that up from. Not from me. I'm pretty sure you were born muttering insults under your breath. The nurses tried to make you cry, and you responded by giving them self-esteem issues. Did you ever have dealings with Noble? 10 out of 10 shift in the convo. Subtle as a car crash. Subtlety doesn't work on you either. Well, it might. If you were good at it. Not the XD. This is me asking you for advice. Okay. I guess this never sunk in. Because you spent most of your apprenticeship asleep. But my clients were all celebs. The rich and famous. I didn't have that many dealings with the Megs that owned their likeness. Is it really that different? Plenty. Celebs don't like people seeing their dirty side. So they pay smart people like me to clean up their messes. But Megs don't like people seeing them at all. Period. And also, Megs are a lot more lively when it comes to... Something is censored there. Gross. Hard workers with a lot of stress to vent. Stop. Do you actually have any help to offer? Truth be told, I did have this one run-in. Where I got redacted deep into the corporate intrigue. Why? Because I got caught. Up in the Annie Life's 45 poster girl. God damn it. I like the idea. It's like, it's being censored. Presumably for the game's sake, but... Is this Morgan's phone? Is it that controlling? Sexual innuendo detected. God damn it. Hard worker. Lot of stress to vent. Glad to know I can always reach out to you in my time of need. I'm gonna let that slide because I know you're in mourning. Look. Corporate types are all a bunch of paranoid drug addicts. Huffing glue and playing roulette on their phones. While fantasizing about stabbing everyone else in the meeting to death. So don't expect them to play nice just because Asher was your pal. My actual advice is get whatever you're owed. Then get out of there fast as fuck, boy. That's a beautiful thought, Auntie. I mean it. Corporations prefer Viking funerals. What's a Viking funeral? A dignified ceremony where the body is sent out to sea on a boat. Then, they set everything on fire and sink the ashes to the bottom of the ocean. Try not to linger, Freckles. You don't want to be stuck on board when they start knocking their arrows. Thanks. But what the hell was that about me sleeping on the job? I worked harder in one day than any of you Gen Alpha drunks did all week. Should have worked smarter. And if you want to go there, you did literally fall asleep on the job. At the Christmas party. Oh my god, is that her? Nice. Damn. What is that? What is that? Why do you have that? Why do you have that? It's not even accurate. Her fucking typos. I'm obsessed with this. Work parties are still work, Freckles. I only had my eyes closed. Because all you old farts had your cameras flash on. Morgan? Something wrong. You're sweating. Just deleting some spam. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. Do I have a profile on her? No, but I do... Sorry, I was reminded of my phone charm. Goomy. Goonie? Goonie. Hi, Leah. Thank you, Underwriter, for the hydrate. Jessica Starling, executive assistant at Noble Electronics. She likes dancing, buying shoes, and reselling shoes. She doesn't like hangovers, soft mattresses, and machismo. Her charm point is her earnest smile. She relaxes by bar hopping in the lower wards. She's the best at reading the stock market. Oh, okay, sick. Victoria Masters. This is my... like, mentor and possibly my aunt. I couldn't really tell if that was accurate or just a pet name situation. Victoria Masters. Her weight depends on the time of day. Question mark? Occupation, lawyer to the rich and famous. Likes handsome men, pretty women, and expensive liquor. Dislikes clingy people, prudish people, and flying commercial. Her jewelry is 24 karat. Her age is difficult to verify. She smokes cigars, Death 13 cigarettes, and other adult stuff. Let's refresh our terms as well. Lobo. What? The fuck? Oh, this is the, who the fuck is this? Oh, okay, just... is it like a hacktivist group or person, I think? If I recall. We tried to process your request, searching for Lobo, but Lobo beat our ass till we ragdolled. Oh no, they're cringe. The big bad wolf was here. You're welcome for clearing out this cache of soy slop before it could clog your brain arteries any further. To whatever dumb as dishwater script kitty they yelled at to come fix this, a word of advice from your superior. I own that password suggestion algorithm. Want to re-secure? Try this. Relax your shoulders. Stand up from your desk. Take a deep breath. And then firebomb your own servers. Literally cheaper for you at this point. For the rest of you slack-jawed screen lobotomites looking for a little excitement in their search history, find a pig and rip their throat out. That'll teach you how to run with the wolf. Lobo is king. Oh my god. Cringe. Leah, thank you for the 25 stream streak. And then David Asher, who was recently killed. David Asher was a renowned computer scientist, user experience designer, industry leader, philanthropist, and the lead programmer at Noble Electronics. He first received worldwide recognition for his postgraduate theses on intelligent programmatic linguistic weighting. Intelligent programmatic linguistic weighting. A body of work which would come to be known as the Turing solution. Though he retained the original patent on the Turing solution for the rest of his life, he was famously unlitigious. Litigious describes a person overly inclined to resolve disputes through lawsuits rather than negotiation. Hi, honey. Well, good morning. Welcome. Look at pronunciation.
Litigious.
Fuck. Litigious. All right. Okay. We're learning. Love my vocab game. Where were we? By most industry experts' estimates, the Turing solution exists in some form in 92% of active automated dependent source codes. David Asher's philanthropic efforts and invaluable skills placed him at the front and center of Noble Electronics' public image. Many considered him to be the unofficial face of the company, and his private life graced the tabloids and gossip sections of the net on many occasions. David Asher passed away on June 31st, 2086. This entry has received an unusually large number of suggested edits in the last 44 minutes. Dissemination of disinformation is a Class 3 misdemeanor. Spreading conspiracy theories about public figures is a violation of our terms of service. I think that's it for like little terms and such. English is fake. This is Shashingo for English. Yeah. I mean, just because I speak English doesn't know what the fuck I'm ever saying. Never stop learning, folks. Also, hi, Calty. We've got a couple more minutes of crawling through the canopy's guts before we reach David's part of the city. Uptown. Our better half. Gleaming opera houses and towering corporate apartments. Boutique shops with more cameras than customers. Penthouses stacked upon penthouses in a frantic climb to the top of the rat pile. All ringed in by restaurants with long wait times and small serving sizes. The joke is that uptown folks go most of the year without touching street level. Not much of a punchline there. It's basically true. By now, his whole block must be swarmed with cops, themselves surrounded by media, and all encircled by onlookers. I could try and enjoy these last few moments of calm. But if the storm's coming either way, I'd rather use this time to try and find my footing. Actually, Jess, if you've got a second, I was curious about... Ooh. We've unlocked something. I am hoping and assuming I can click on all of these. You and David. Remind me, how many years did you and David work together? Oh, well, I started with the company about 4 years ago. They offered me a temp contract when I was graduating. I was put in HR right in the middle of a hiring burst, so I spent 2 months in the Warrens. Then an aptitude test got me fast-tracked to mid-low management. Sorry, Warrens? Oh, that's just what we called the old company dorms back then, on account of all the people. Ah. Plus, it was underground. Didn't see the sun that first month. My skin got so dry. Is that normal? In your industry? Normal for everyone I've worked with? Except David, of course, but I mean, he was the best. Yeah. One Tuesday morning, Dr. David Asher walked right up to my desk like I'd won the lotto. Said I should come work with him. Dr. David Asher. Directly. On a random Tuesday morning. Like it was nothing. He didn't like to do things on Mondays. Said people were always too tired to get anything done anyway. Yeah, that's right. He did say that. I should know by now, right? 3 years of arranging meetings and keeping him organized and occasionally straightening his tie. He was a good boss. He was a good guy. Yeah. When did you last speak with him? In person? Thursday. Thursday afternoon. The day before yesterday. He seemed normal. I mean, I didn't... We still don't really know anything, Jess. You're right. Thanks. Thursday's the last time I saw him. That was when he asked me to meet with you. David's death. I'm guessing you've already been to his place? Yeah. It's a real mess over there. It's that bloody? Oh, God, no! Not that kind of mess. I just mean with the cops stacked on the media, stacked on the lawyers, each of them with their own network of drones and all their droning. It's very, it's a very high productivity atmosphere, is what I mean. When were you able to get over there? Well, I got a call from legal late at night. They weren't exactly delicate in breaking the news to me. Last night? They said they needed my help sorting through all his... Well, you know how he left things organized sometimes. He's been dead since last night, and they've kept it under wraps that long. I know there are a lot of powerful people in his circles, but to stop it from leaking for over 12 hours? That seems like more than just your typical powerful people trying to control the narrative. Seems more like there's something they're actively trying to suppress. So you found out last night. Right, last night. Oh, God! I'm so sorry. I should have told you as soon as I found out. Really, it's all right. Did you see anything? No. I still haven't actually seen him at all. He was airlifted to the hospital ASAP, and that's where he passed, so... But, well, I didn't get the impression that the cops had been there that long. Not compared to the lawyers. They and the rest of the company people seemed pretty entrenched. Noble set up camp before the police even arrived. So what time would that have been? I guess I got there around 9 o'clock p.m.? Yeah, because at 9:15 they switched out my phone to silo mode and I got locked out of everything but my work stuff. Sent my last blah at 9:13. See? Gonna expire whoever put me in heels this morning. It me. They can do that to your phone? Lock you out of social media? Of course not. Well, unless I'm on the clock. Or off the clock, but on company property. Then they can remote all my tech. Yeah. How convenient. So if I got in at 9 o'clock p.m., I guess the rest of the company people had been there since 8:30? I hadn't been there more than a few minutes before the mood changed. Word about the hospital declaring him dead had started to leak. I see. He died after he reached the hospital. That's unexpected. It's 2086. You might be in trouble if you get stuck in bureaucratic purgatory when you need to be in the emergency room. But other than that, if you reach the hospital alive, a good doctor can stabilize most any patient within a few moments. And Noble Electronics' lead programmer would have a very good doctor. So what the hell happened? Is she mistaken? Was he just not officially declared dead until reaching the hospital for some reason? Or... Hard to think about, I know. Yeah. Or hard to believe. I wonder if Morgan has empathy. I feel like she does feel sorry for the man who died, but I don't know if she feels sorry for Jess. Yeah, that's a good question, Velvet. All these complicated emotions. She's cute. She is very cute. Jess, I have to wonder. What kind of request did David make of you that couldn't wait a few days? Right, of course. He asked me to give you something. Something? Is she trying to build suspense? Right, it's just, well, I don't know exactly what it is. You have no idea? He asked me to give you the contents of his safe. Are we headed to the bank then? No, see, he has this private safe in his basement. Maybe you've seen it? Well, I say safe, but it might be more accurate to call it a storage locker or a false wall. And all he told you was that he wanted me to have what's inside? Right. He was very clear about that part. Your eyes only. Straight into your hands. Handle it in person, he said. Strange. This is all pretty analog for someone as technically gifted as David. Coming from anyone else, I'd call it paranoid. But David was never paranoid. Even when he had every right to be. If he wanted this handled a certain way, it must be for a good reason. And then we've unlocked a special one. That headline. Which headline, you ask? I don't remember. I saw that headline, by the way. The one where your warm android saved that soldier's life. Oh, yeah. Pretty feel-good, don't you think? So folks at the company must have been in high spirits lately, I take it. That's what I thought when I first heard about it, but I don't know. Maybe upper management's never happy? Because they're just riding sales harder than ever, pushing the traditional consumer markets. I thought they'd start building a pitch for Congress the day the story dropped. A big patriotic campaign telling everyone why we need a contract for warm androids in the military. But I haven't heard about them moving staff around for anything like that. Maybe it's all above my pay grade. All the corporate power and money in the world. And they're still such joyless assholes that they won't even celebrate their victories. So, David asked you to do this on Thursday, correct? Yeah, Thursday. And he passed last night, Friday. Yeah. Wait, you don't think that that when we met, he had already decided it's not healthy to speculate on that sort of thing. More importantly, it's not helpful. The dead don't have anything to offer the living. I should know. You're probably right. Besides, we'll need to focus. Judging by the size of the crowd I'm looking at, it looks like we're about to jump into the thick of it. 10:34 a.m., July 1st, 2086. Noble Employee Housing Building. Palacia? Lobby. And I thought there were a lot of police here before. Maybe it's too late to ask, but you're not bad with crowds, are you, Morgan? She's kidding, right? It's downright airy in here compared to what we just waded through. Wide eyes and clenched fists. Heads peeking over shoulders and around signs. Oh my god. Hi, Turnip. Are you here? Are you here to watch me game? What's up? He jumped right onto my keyboard. Hello, can you move? Can you move, please? Thank you. Police, both mechanical and warm-blooded, closing ranks with holograms and quick-set wires to draw a severe perimeter. Pet veggie. Okay, I pet him. Baby spotted. Hi, Cappy. While protesters, mourners, fanatics, and busybodies shuffle about at the edges of the police line, the heat of their panicked anxiety washing over. Who the hell were all those people? Well, there have always been people with strong feelings about our products. Android stepped further into the mob, gently, firmly, unfeelingly parting the human tide. Most of them with official police branding, but a few remotely deputized consumer models emerged from the crowd to join them. All of them built by Noble. All of them built from David's code. All of them standing vigil outside his tomb. This is all technically company property, isn't it? Yep. David had the penthouse all to himself, but every other floor's tenants are Noble employees too. Not an uncommon arrangement in Uptown. Work at Noble, rent from Noble. Wave hello to your Noble neighbor in the morning and make sure to request a spot in line at the official company crematorium. They don't actually do that last part, I think. Does Noble handle employee funerary arrangements? Yeah, it's a pretty standard benefit. Actually, it's cheap for them compared to dental. But Noble's always been generous with benefits. Work hard and the company will have you set for life. And after. Both the state and Noble have gotten themselves entrenched here in the lobby. Security and damage control, and PR and liability. Everybody just glad to be working. I'm feeling a little overstimulated. Any chance we can just skip all these checkpoints? No, absolutely not. So who do we need permission from? The cops or the company? My request went through, so we should have the go-ahead from both at this point. We won't need to go near the actual, is it still called a crime scene? If it's not technically a crime? I don't want to think about how many suits Noble's paying to debate that question right this very instant. David's vault is in the penthouse basement, but we can't get to it from these ground floor elevators. We'll have to ride straight up to the rooftop veranda, walk to his front door, and then head down. If Jess says we can do all that without stumbling across where he died, then... Okay. So if we just flash my ID card at any problem that comes up, including him... Ah, it's London! Hi, Wigs. Good morning. Hey, ladies, look, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we're at capacity at the moment. Let anyone else buy, and we won't be able to maintain... Huh? You're that lawyer. Morgan. You caught me, detective. How long's it been? Feels like it's been ages. Oh dear, not still bitter about our last encounter, I hope. I'll live. I don't see the spunky one around. She taking a mental health day to preserve that unflappable charm? Detective Reyes is around. Why? You miss her that bad? I've had blind pimples that were more endearing. Oh, you two know each other? Jess Starling. Oh, Jess Starling, meet homicide detective Quaz in London. It's a pleasure, miss. Oh, likewise? As you might have guessed, the detective and I are acquainted. Comes with the line of work. Morgan's being modest, sweetheart. We're practically blood. Oh, wow. Me? Sweetheart? Something wrong, Starling? Uh-huh. No, nothing's wrong. But close as we are, I still can't just let her walk in off the street and onto the scene of an ongoing investigation. Even Noble's lawyers have to play by the rules today. Play by the rules? So there is a game afoot. What makes you assume I'm here in a professional capacity? You're a criminal defense attorney and we're at a crime scene. Call it an old man's intuition. Good detectives don't rely on intuition, though, do they? They rely on evidence. Oh, I don't rely on it, don't worry. I just need to lean on it every now and then, when my back acts up. Oh, cool. Jess, I'm gonna need you to calm down. Guy gets a bit of gray in his hair and thinks it's a free pass to act like a goddamn cowboy. Well, I'm afraid your intuition is off this morning, detective. I'm here on a private matter. The deceased wasn't your client? No, that would have been a conflict of interest. Conflict of... You two knew each other. I see. In that case, allow me to give you my condolences. Thank you. But what I could really use is a bit of your help. Wait, hold on. That was Morgan's line. But what I could really use is a bit of your help. You sure rally fast. Jess? Right. We have this clearance here, detective, sir, from legal, which allows us... That's all right, little lady. I trust you. You can leave the paperwork holstered for now. Little lady? We aren't here for David. Really. We won't be setting foot anywhere near your staging area, detective. All right, why not? How generous. I can afford to be generous today, because if I screw up... He gestures to the lobby full of suits and cops. Plenty of folks at hand ready to pick up the slack. Well, if you're that at ease, perhaps I can take this time to ask you a few questions. Hey, you can always ask, Tiger. But I think you understand what it means when I say whether or not I can answer. And it's not entirely up to me. I love how much Jess is into him. It's really funny. Looking tired. You're looking a bit haggard. How long have you been here anyway? Since this morning. But civilized folk don't call it morning when the streetlights are still on. Even if he got here around 1 or 2 in the morning, that still means homicide wasn't brought in until hours after Noble had the lay of the land. Sounds like you could use a break. I could use a retirement package. Hey, you're a lawyer, right? According to all my business cards. Think I can sue for elder abuse? Not that kind of lawyer. Sorry. You would lose, though. I already regret asking. Why have they got a homicide detective losing sleep over this anyway? A man is dead, and he wasn't killed by fire, a vehicle, organized criminals, or disinformation. As far as we know. So at the moment, homicide's technically not the worst fit. But we're leading in name only. A high-profile death like this, everyone's got an eye on us. And a hand placed firmly on the back of our neck. The investigation. I've been checking my phone, but the only thing the news seems to agree on is that David passed away. Sorry, but if you're asking for details, no, thank you. For not letting them make this into a parade. Yet. We do our best to respect the privacy of anyone involved with an ongoing investigation. He declined to say victim. Detective. Dr. Asher was a close friend of mine for many years. Yeah, he trusted Morgan more than anyone. Can you tell me if he killed himself? It looks like that's the case. I see. Thank you for telling me that. Dr. Ash. Yeah, you're sorry. Another round of guarded words. David was an important man, and it has only been a few hours. But all this tiptoeing gives me the feeling that whatever happened to David, it wasn't cut and dry. Cooperating. You boys and Noble all getting along with each other? Sharing your toys? Some of the younger ones are bristling, but I always play well with others, counselor. And how well do the Megs play with you? They give you full access to building security? They've given us access, and they say it's full. Some big penumbra system. Top of the line coverage, top to bottom of the building. The size of the data stream's torrential. It'll be a while before we can start making sense of it all. A more conspiratorial man might think that was intentional. Bury us in data and hope we're too swamped to find whatever they're trying to hide? Maybe. Wait, they gave you full access to the penumbra? But that means every android in the building is feeding you their full spectrum. You know your stuff. The penumbra pulls data from any android connected to a building's net. But that's not much help since there weren't any androids in the penthouse. Right. You know, I'd heard the rumors. Never put much stock in them, but it's true? Asher really never owned a single android? Never. Well, I suppose I might do the same if I was the genius who programmed them all. Every time they opened their mouths, it'd just be his own lip service refracted 1,000 times over, echoing back at him from behind a mask that he carved. So that means all you'll have to investigate with are the penthouse's security cameras. Yeah, but that should be more than enough to wrap up a case like this. In a good way, I mean. We're very much on top of this, ladies. Hi, Wacky. Controversy. David was one of the biggest names in tech. He was the face of Noble Electronics. Uh-huh. One could argue androids are only as common as they are today because of his contributions to the field. Some people felt that way, sure. So do you think anyone would want to hurt him because of that? Remind me, which of us is the detective again? You really won't let me pick your brain? You already know the answer. Yes, ads are controversial. Androids especially. We at Noble are aware that our products are sometimes the subject of heated debate, but no need to quote the handbook at us, miss. Truth be told, I never really understood the hate. It's not that complicated, is it? How many people have lost a job to an ad at least once in their career? Every last one of them lost their jobs because their bosses, their flesh and blood bosses, fired them. Nah, ads are just a symptom. Scratch that. Ads are just a product. Getting mad at them is pointless. And vandalizing them is less than pointless, because unlike us, they're all insured. And besides, Android production has surged over the last decade to become one of the nation's biggest exports. True. Nice to have at least one thing we make in this country. That's right. Noble only outsources the production of a small handful of internal components. Every other part of the manufacturing process is proudly done right here at home. I somehow doubt everyone considers the specifics of Noble's supply chain to be a point of national pride. But you don't need a political science degree to see how much the state values Noble's contributions to the national economy. All right, now listen. I don't mind being helpful, and I am trying to be sensitive here. But we really do have a lot on our hands at the moment. So I'm going to have to ask you to be discreet. And ideally, fast. Well, our business is just in the basement. David's basement. But the penthouse is on the top floor. The roof. So its basement would be second to last floor if you want to be technical, detective. The point is, we don't need to go into the kitchen or the parlor. We'll go straight back to his workshop and then head downstairs. The kitchen and the parlor. I understand. But all the same, I'd like to escort you two ladies there myself. Wow, an escort? Like royalty. Isn't he a gentleman? Huh? Yes. He's... Lead the way, detective. True to his word, London ushered us past the chattering suits and humming drones, through the checkpoints and into the elevator. As it climbed into the sky, we got a good look at the growing throng of people gathered outside. And its shifting makeup. Seems like it's mostly protesters now. Or worse, brand loyalists. Idiots led around by the nose their whole life, following the musk of whatever trend is laid out before them each morning. Today's trail having led them here, for half reasons they couldn't put into words, even if their lives depended on it. They're like insects. I love this game. And they look like them from up here. They're probably already preparing their spin. The misunderstood genius of Dr. David Asher, a video essay in 5 parts. Why the company insisted on cultivating such a following for him, I'll never understand. They could have easily pinned his achievements on someone more marketable. Some random photogenic employee, or a fashion model with glasses. David wouldn't have minded. He never wanted the attention, the chaos. Maybe it's as simple as bad luck. He just happened to have the right look for the part. A man buried in his work, with his eyes fixed ahead. 10:32 a.m. Noble Employee Housing. Building Palatia. Penthouse? Penthouse. I can't remember. Was he cutiful? He was very, like... Oh, apricot.
Annoyed Apricot just subscribed for 31 months.
Oh my gosh.
Morning gamers.
Thank you, Apricot, for the resub. Good morning. Welcome. David was like very like reserved looking intellectual, I think. Yeah. So like I don't know, unassuming perhaps. This is what? His laboratory? His shop, he called it. How down to earth. It's messy in here. David was always disorganized. Why a programmer needed to make such a mess just to run tests on computers, I'll never. But sloppy as he could be, he didn't like it when other people saw it. If he was leaving things like this, he must not have entertained any guests down here in some time. Thanks for all your help, Detective London. Don't mention it. Oh, what, you want me to step out? We won't take long. Not lacking for boldness, are you? Look, I have to take a phone call. We'll be in and out as soon as possible. Promise. And whatever Dr. Ash wanted set aside for his foundation, we'll be sure to flag it. Right. Right. At least she's already wearing gloves. If we find a dead body, you'll be our first call. Morgan, what was that stuff about his foundation? Dr. Ash's charity has always been managed by an outside group. You haven't spent a lot of time around crime scenes, have you? Actually, this is my first. Well, generally speaking, it's not really common to retrieve things from the premise while the cops are still searching them. Oh. Oh. God. She's so cute. Look, if David had something to give me, we can go get it. We just can't make a ton of noise about it. Understand? Of course. Great. After you. Right. Quiet as a church house. The phrase is quiet as a church mouse, but... Caught myself. I'm okay. I'm okay. But now doesn't seem like the time to correct her. Should I end here? I'm gonna go a little bit longer. Little bit. I feel like we're still gonna have to end on a cliffhanger, though. David's shop was a mess, but the mess felt familiar. It was very David. Coming down here, I barely recognized the place. For starters, there's a goddamn gym. David hated exercise. Always claimed he didn't have the time for it. Even when I got him that treadmill and the subscription for the personal coaching program with the scheduling subroutine, said he couldn't find the time. And then even when I explained to him that the program accounted for that and adapted to his schedule, he still... Morgan, what's up? You're smiling. What's so funny? Nothing. Just surprised to see the place renovated. Yeah, he actually had me on mail tag with a couple contractors a while back. Never thought I'd have to learn so much about concrete and wiring and marble. Did you know marble needs to be treated or else indoor air will start to corrode it? I didn't know that. Is that true? Wait, is it not? But her guy told me that without an epoxy to finish the entire bar table, it could... Is that the vault over there then? Yeah. Stands out, I guess. Nervous? What's that? Oh, a little, I guess. But the inhaler helps mostly, so. Aren't you going to open it? Open it. Don't you know the combination? No, I do not know the combination to David's basement vault. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, how could I have? He didn't tell you or give you a code or? He gave me the code to get into the building and the parking garage, but not the code to whatever this is. Okay. You know, there were a lot of scattered papers back in his shop. Could he have left you a note on one of them? Yes, he could have. He would have. In fact, I think he probably did. You just stay right here, Morgan. I'll have this settled in just a sec. Sounds good. Right then. I have full faith in her. She's so cute. Well, it's definitely locked. Looks like it's a Tethys Basics Sturditure anti-hack, anti-digital, high-rated code panel. Nothing basic about it. But at least I can see the password's limited to 6 characters. Only 1 million possible combinations. What? Maybe I'll get lucky? Yeah, forget it. Slim chances, but what the hell? Why shouldn't I give it a shot? Ooh. His birthday, my birthday. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 5. What? That would be so funny. You're right. Nothing's happening. Okay, that was dumb. I don't really want to dwell on why I thought that would work. Forget it. There's a different terminal over here. Cotter's security systems, according to the label. Maybe it controls the whole room? Damn, it's password protected too. And the code's 64 digits long. What's the point of a camera system that's harder to crack than your literal vault, you egg-headed... Okay, yeah. A programmer probably would care more about his IoT than whatever he can fit in a safety deposit box. Guess it's the 6-digit vault or nothing. But I'm a lawyer, not a lockpick. And whatever other felonies I get up to in my private time, I've never pulled off a bank heist before. Only tool I've got here is my head. So what do I know? I know whatever David put in the safe, he wanted it kept secure. And I know he wanted me to have it. So maybe he thought ahead. Maybe he guarded it in a way that I would be the only one who could get to it. David liked games, and he really liked beating me. So if he's left one last puzzle for me, I don't mind going another round. Ooh, investigation next. All right, this is where we'll wrap it up then. Fun, fun. Boop. There's only 1 million possible codes. You can get through that in a weekend. I don't think they'll let her stay down here that long. She'd have to speedrun it a bit. She loves Gamba. Yeah. God, I love Morgan. She's such a fun character. Okay. We are gonna raid Lolly Dude today. Lolly is has started the Lollipalooza. She's gonna be playing Tomodachi Life today. Speaking of Tomodachi Life, I have a new reward, channel point reward, to add yourself to my island. It is expensive because I have a limited space, but I'll have enough points, right? Tomorrow I will be streaming what? Is it Puppy Day? Or is it Fantasy Life? Tomorrow's Puppy Day. We're gonna be wrapping up 102 Dalmatians. I'm getting that rescuing that last puppy, and then I'm checking out the mini games, and then we'll be putting an end to that series. What else? Is that it? Telethon form. Fill it out for all the shit you want, and also fill it out to contribute to community suggestions and things. I'll send out a second forum sometime in the future. Basically, I'm gonna have people vote on people's suggestions so we can narrow it down. Forum's my arch enemy. Aw, come on. Forums are so fun. I love forums. Surely that means everyone else does. And I get data. I have little charts and shit. It's very exciting. Alright. Starting the raid. Okay, buddy. Okay. I'll see you guys later.